I live in the United Kingdom, and I have been blessed as to how Pastor Jacques brings the scriptures alive. I have a question for him. Can he explain the term begotten as it refers to the Messiah? I do believe the Messiah is one with the Father, but the definitions of the terms I have come across has not helped my understanding.
Thank you for this question. You see, the word begotten, both in Greek and in Hebrew, means to bear a child, that is to bring forth. The Greek word is genao. It is used of Yeshua in Hebrews chapter 1, verse 5, where we read, "You are my son, today I have begotten you." That is a quotation actually from Psalm 2:7, which uses the same word yeled, that is the word yeled for begotten, which is the word for a child. So the word is clear. It means that Jesus was begotten. And so the recurring question is, if Jesus is divine, how come we are told that he was begotten? His body was conceived through Mary, but the difference with us is that his spirit is from eternity, from everlasting, and that is, he was never created. He always was. The Lord brings these two sides, the human and the eternity of the Messiah, together in the prophecy of Micah chapter 5, verse 2, which says, "But you, Bethlehem Ephratat, though you are little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you shall come forth to me the one to be ruler in Israel, whose going forth are from everlasting, from eternity." Here we see that the shepherd of Israel, as Zechariah says in verse 4, who is our peace, verse 5, will be born in Bethlehem, but himself is from long ago, that is from everlasting, the word is kedem, and from eternity, that is le'olam. Okay, God is the only one who is from first Kedem. We see this, for instance, in Habakkuk 1:12, where he says, "Are you not from everlasting, O Lord, my God, my Holy One?" And he is from eternity, le'olam, as Abraham says in Genesis 21:33, where it says, Abraham planted a tree in Beersheba, and there he called on the name of Jehovah, the eternal God. This then is the great message of biblical Judaism or biblical Christianity. Yeshua, who, being in the form of God, as Paul says in Philippians 2, did not consider it robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, taking the form of a bondservant and coming in the likeness of man. These are, I want to tell you, these are precious words. It is believed that these very verses we just read were used as a confession of faith in the first churches, and also used as liturgy and recited for public worship. This is because they touch the soul of the scriptures. Here the Spirit says, being in the form of God, the form morphe is the essence, the permanent condition of someone. As he is God himself, Yeshua came down and left all in order for us to be with him for eternity. And Paul adds that during his life on earth, Yeshua never considered it robbery to be equal with God. But why would Paul speak of robbery here? This word is strong. It also only occurs here and in the New Testament in this form, that is. In classical Greek, it simply means to seize, to plunder something, even to take an attitude that is not proper to your own person, like a fake. Why use this word here and say that Jesus is not a robber? It is surely because the attack on the person of the Messiah had already begun. From the first moment of the existence of the church, they tried to deny the divinity of the Messiah, which amounts to calling Yeshua a robber. He himself in the gospel confirmed many times that he was God incarnate. He accepted worship. He allowed Thomas to call him God. The Jews, the religious Jews of the first century, understood his claim of divinity, for they picked up stones against him and said, "For a good work we do not stone you, but for blasphemy, because you, being a man, make yourself God." They understood, and Jesus agreed with them that he is God. And the word testifies in many times of his divine nature. He is spoken of in Isaiah, as the Word who is God, as the Son who is the El Gibor, the mighty God, and the one who the angels actually worship. He is the one who is the beginning and the end. Who are the robbers? But those who say that he's not divine, because they are robbing him of his true nature. This is what the Bible says in 1 John 4:3. And every spirit who does not confess that Yeshua the Messiah has come in the flesh is not from God. The divinity of the Messiah is ingrained in the message of the whole Bible. Whoever denies the eternal origin of the Messiah must deny the message of the Bible as well.